Hi. Um, I'm gonna read Luke 15 and um, maybe talk about something else. Warner's, or maybe not. I want to dig up an article, and I want to read it out loud. Um, okay. Now all the tax collectors and sinners were coming to Jesus to listen to him. And both of the Pharisees and the scribes began to complain, saying, "This man receives sinners and eats with them." And so he told them this parable, saying that a man among you, if he has 100 sheep and lost one of them, does he not leave the other 99 in the open pasture and go after the one that is lost until he finds it? And when he has found it, he puts it on his shoulders, rejoicing. And when he comes home, he calls together his friends and his neighbors, saying to them, "Rejoice with me, because I have found my sheep that was lost." I tell you, in the same way, there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous people who have no need of repentance. Or what woman, if she has 10 silver coins and loses one coin, does not light a lamp and sweep the house and search carefully until she finds it? And when she has found it, she calls her friends and neighbors, saying, "Rejoice with me, because I have found a coin which I have lost." In the same way, I tell you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. And he said, a man who had 2 sons. The younger one of them said to his father, "Father, give me the share of the estate that is coming to me." And so he divided his wealth between them. And not many days later, the younger son gathered everything together and went on a journey to a distant country. And there he squandered his estate in wild living. Now when he had spent everything, a severe famine occurred in that country, and he began doing without. So he went and hired himself out to one of the citizens of that country, and he sent him into his fields to feed his pigs. And he longed to have his fill of the carob pods that the pigs were eating, and no one was giving him anything. But when he came to his senses, he said, "How many of my father's hired laborers have more than enough bread, but I am dying here from hunger. I will set out and go to my father, and I will say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and in your sight. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Treat me as one of your laborers.' So he set out and came to his father. But as he was still a long way off, his father saw him and felt compassion for him, and ran and embraced him and kissed him. And the son said to his father, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against your sight. I am no longer worthy to be called your son.' But the father said to his slaves, 'Quickly, bring out the best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet, and bring the fattened calf, slaughter it, and let's eat and celebrate. For the son of mine was dead and has come to life again. He was lost and has been found. And they began to celebrate. Now his older son was in the field, and when he came and approached the house, he heard the music and dancing, and he summoned one of his servants and began inquiring what these things could be. And he said to him, "Your brother has come, and your father has slaughtered the fattened calf, because he has received him back safe and sound." But he became angry and was not willing to go in. And his father came out and began pleading with him. But he answered and said to his father, "Look, for so many years I have been serving you, and I have never neglected a command of yours, and yet you never gave me a young goat, so that I might celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours came, who has devoured your wealth with prostitutes, you slaughtered and fattened a calf for him." And he said to him, "Son, you have always been with me, and all that is mine is yours. But we had to celebrate and rejoice, because this brother of yours was dead and has begun to live, and was lost and has been found." So I guess Jesus is saying that's how they celebrate in heaven, when one of his children are dead and lost, and then they are found. What I wanted to say about Warner's, what I wanted to say about music, just let this close. So, a lot of people say, "Well, why aren't we getting music? Why aren't we getting music?" And there was an article. Did I say this already? I feel like I did. I feel like I said this already. I know I made a video about this, but I decided not to post it. But I may have mentioned this, and if I did already, I apologize. But so in 2016, shortly after Prince passed away, the vault was cleared out by Warner Brothers. One of the persons in charge of that, his name was Michael Howe, and he stated in an article that they removed everything out of the vault, with a lot of music and some other very valuable items. So that's why we don't have any music. It's because the so-called estate doesn't have it. Warner's has it. I mean, that's what they do. So, when you go into a contract with an evil, entity like Warner's, they think they own you. And not my words, but from what I'm hearing is, when you sign a contract, you go into any kind of agreement, contract, or consent with an evil party, not only in the spiritual realm do they claim certain rights, but you may actually lose some protection in the spiritual realm. Not that they can own your soul, but you will lose some protection here in the flesh. I'm pretty sure that Warner's is the one that took Prince out. The industry is evil and satanic, and that's what they do. And I'm pretty sure they have all of the valuables, the music, the creations, and probably the gold, whatever else was in the vault when they cleared it out and took it to California, right? That's what they did. So that's why we don't have any music. And when we do get the little bit of crumbs that we get, Where are they getting it from? They're probably getting it from the bootlegs because they're just pretty much playing what we already have, right? So they're probably just taking it off the bootlegs that have already been put out there. I was really hoping for the rest of that song, Unbeknownst to You. I really like that song. But that may be all of it, what has been circulating. That may be the whole entire thing. I don't know. But I just wanted to say that. And I hope you guys have a blessed week. Love you. Bye.